Please guys, feel free to leave any questions in any comment. If anything is not clear, feel free to use like our how we can find help, like make sure to review the help documentation for plotting, make sure to ask questions, and the answer is always will be there. Okay, moving on. Now we're gonna explain something called tiled layout, and this very powerful option and is very brand new too. So okay, without anything, just let's start. Let's explain x equal line space generate linearly spaced vector linearly spaced vector between 0 and 3. So the default of line space is always 100, like this n, okay, n, the default is always 100. So I don't have, like, if I didn't write 100, it's gonna be always 100. So it just, I'm now saying to MATLAB, I want a 100 evenly spaced values between 0 and 3. So right now my x-axis will be between 0 and 3, and the plot will go 100 points between this 0 and 3. Okay, so this is the default of this, or x for line space is might be more default for like specify the x-axis. Okay, right now let's specify the y-axis. Y equals sine 5 multiplied by x. No, thank you. Y2 equal maybe sine 15 multiplied by x. Then tile layout, so create tile chart layout for displaying subplots. I love this description because displaying subplots but without using subplots by using tiled layout. After I do finish this code, we're gonna make small comparison why I should use tiled layout or why I should use subplots, what's the difference between them. We're gonna go through this. Now I'm gonna specify, so positive whole number of rows. Okay, so number of rows of my plots. So how many plot will be in the form of rows. So let's see for now to number of columns, also positive whole number, 1. So I'm telling MATLAB with tiled layout, I just wanted 2 rows in 1 column. So right now I must have 2 plots. Okay, so just let's start, like it just create 2 rows with 1 column. So I do expect, let's make a comment here, 2 plots will be vertically displayed. Okay, so top plot, this is how I can use tiled layout. I have to specify that this plot will be my next tile. Create axis in tiled chart layout. Okay, so next tile, it just means that I'm telling MATLAB and I'm telling my tile function that the next plot I'm right now coding, it will be my top plot. It just like, think about next tile as it's just who will come first, who will come last, which position each plot will be. Because it has to be like, as you are like reserving the place or the position of your each plot. So I'm just saying this plot will be my top plot. That's why ax1 equal next tile. And then let's make plot. As you specify, like tiled layout, like this is a function if you do have more than one plot. So if you're gonna write plot or anything, you have to specify which plot is this. Okay, so right now I specify that ax1 will be my next tile. So if I am using plot, I have to write ax1 in the beginning to tell MATLAB that okay, this plot, I mean by this plot, like this code will be to this plot. Good to go. Then x, then y1. Oh, that's why I did y1. Okay, now this makes sense. Yes. So that's why I make y1. Then let's see. So yeah, he expect another figure here. So let's keep going. I'm just showing you guys how the tile layout will be. Okay, let's make it more like decent. Let's make title. Same thing, title. Now he expect target because it's now tile. So if I'm using tile layout, he do expect to like see which plot is this. So let's make title maybe like top plot. Semicolon, semicolon. Also like X label. Yes, AX1. Let's make only Y label. We don't need X labels that much now. Because X will be the same, it just Y will change. So Y label, AX1, sine 5x. Close parentheses. So now, if I go back, now it's top plot, now it's sine 5x. I don't like the width, so if here we press comma, maybe font size, it gives me the default 11. The default, I didn't like my default, so I will say maybe 15. If we get back, it's increased. Okay, so this is my top plot, and as we are seeing, it's here in the top plot. Because I do expect 2 rows. So 2 rows means whatever plot will exist here gonna be the top plot. Okay, and whatever plot I will write now gonna be my bottom plot. Okay, as I said, I have to tell MATLAB which plot I'm gonna write, so I'm gonna make just ax2, same sequence like next tile. I'm gonna say plot ax2 with x, but this time with y2, which is sine 15. Title, same thing, I have to specify which plot I'm using, so it's ax2 x, oh, ax2, and then I'm gonna write bottom plot, and then y label, same sequence, but this time ax2, comma, then what's my y label? I wanna write it sine 15x, and let's make the font size to be 15. Okay, here we go. So this sine x with font size 15, bottom plot, top plot, sine 5x. Super powerful tool. It's there is another function called subplot. It's kind of the same, but this is way better. And we can customize, like we can keep going from there. Like, let's see if I do wanna like make this something like maybe plus, can't be all plus, or maybe any line of style I do want, it can be like that. I can specify here's the color. I can write color, maybe, but here he do expect to see this default, which is RGB template as we go. So instead of doing this, I can write color like here and just press blue, or I can write it as we saw last time. Now it's blue, so I can specify, I can create legend as we did the last episode. I can go from there, but I wanna more customize here. What if I wanna now like 3 rows with one column? How this will looks like? It's gonna be 3 plots. Now it will be just 3 plots, but will be vertically displayed. So 3 plots, if this is how it will go, I have to have y3. Let's make y3 be equal cosine x. Okay, because this is what makes all the plots are different. Okay, so gonna be first row, second row, and third row. So right now this won't be the bottom plot, this will be center plot, because it goes in like arranging order, right? Like I just said, ax2 will be the next tile, so this will be center. And here's what I can do. I can just like copy all of this without wasting any time and just editing this. Ax is 3, ax3, 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 also this y3. Instead of center plot, this will be bottom plot. And instead of sine 15x, just making cosine x. Let's see what we can get. Okay, this is what we get. It's kind like looks kind different for cosine, but this is a bottom plot, as this is how it looks like. Now it's 3 columns, which 3 rows with just 1 column, and this one ax2, like it goes in arranging order. Top plot, okay, ax1, which is like here, the title is top plot, and this is in fact the top plot. Center plot, ax2, center plot, and then bottom plot, ax3. Okay, let's take this one more next level. What if I wanna 2 and 2? 2 rows in 2 column. So this is how it will go. Like we can also like do something kind similar to what we did. Okay, same sequence, so I have to add y4 equal maybe now sine 25 multiply by x, semicolon, and I can just copy this. Okay, I want to leave the arrangement for now, but let's first edit all of this. So ax4, 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 y4, and this will be sine 25x, sine 25x. Okay, what's the order right now? So 2 rows with 2 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how we can expect it. But how they arrange it, how MATLAB will arrange this, gonna be the first plot will be top left, then arranging order the second plot, but increase horizontally, not vertically. So like 1, 2. So this first one will be top left, then top right, then like 3, this bottom left, and the last one will be bottom right. Like it does increase this way. 1, 2. Okay, this is the first row, and then like second row will be 3, and I can write it vertically, but let's editing and see how it's gonna give me. So this top left, let's write here top left. Now it's top right, just the next plot ascending order, top right. Instead of center plot, let's write top right, then bottom left, bottom left, and then bottom right, bottom right. Okay, if I want to run right now, oh, it's already here. Okay, yeah. So top left plot, top right plot, bottom left plot, bottom right plot. As I want, what I want to say that it like the plots increase in this order. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is next plot will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Increase horizontally. So the first one, second one, third one, fourth one. Okay. So as I mentioned before, like I'm gonna say why we should use tiled, or what's the difference between tiled layout and subplot, because many of you guys know subplot. So tiled layout is very new function. Actually, it was in the R2000, like this R2000 2024 version, but tiled layout got presented in R2019 B version, and it is very modern than subplot. For sake of having consistent spacing and alignment, you can share titles in the tiled layout, not in subplot, and the margins and paddling. As so, what I mean by paddling? I wanna like explain this more in depth. There's something called paddling in the tiled layout. Paddling is just like you're gonna control the space around the entire layout, and something else called tile spacing, which is also controls the space, but instead of the entire layout, you're gonna control it between the tiles plot. This feature doesn't exist in subplot. It does just exist in the tiled layout. So let's try to see this how it will go. So if you want to edit this, here we go. He gave me the option. So padding, and he gave me like it can be compact, it can be tight, it can be loose. Let's say now it's compact, and then tile spacing, and let's see, I can change as much as I can. And what I do mean, like right now, it's kind now loose because here we said it's gonna be loose. So we can see each single tile has a lot of space away from each other. What if I want to change this, and this is string by the way, to be none, like no tile spacing? Gonna looks like that. So padding, I can change this to be maybe loose. I'm gonna contradict each other in some way, but tile spacing will win. But it's just very powerful. If we make tight, the entire layout now is way tighter, like for sake of x-axis and y-axis. But So yeah, I can change as much as I want. If I press loose, we can see in the entire layout is way now looser. So all of this function doesn't exist in subplot, and also subplot, if you do have many plots, the quality will be a little bit blurry. Okay, the resolution won't be that good, but tiled layout is actually like doing a very great job of like representing all these plots in this way. So it's very important to know the technique, and it's very easy to like insert many plots. You just have to mention which plot, like AX3 or next tile. Once you are doing this with title y label, you can make legend, and also just before any function you would use, just to press AX3. So yes, this is what I want to explain, because it's way powerful and very important to use.